Hey y'all, it's Kim. So this is another document that I found on Document Cloud, and it's pretty much talking about Jeffrey's time in jail, or Jeffrey Epstein's time in jail. But it says site contacts. It says 15 contacts in 1 month, 7+ days on constant watch, so suicide watch, 7/23 to 30, because he had previously tried to kill himself before he actually, well, they say he previously tried to kill himself and then finally was able to do it. We'll just put that in air quotes because who really knows at this point with all the stuff that we've been told. But anyway, for here it says 7/6 of 2019, Epstein arrives and is placed in general population on a Saturday. 7/8 of 19, somebody takes the screening Monday, no endorsements on PSIQ, and has just returned from court. Clear mental status, no something HX, I don't know what that means, of mental health treatment or symptoms, no suicide history, nothing sufficient, CC1 MH assignment. 7/8 of 19, somebody consults with central office regarding Epstein and risk factors, and R&D was instructed to place him on psychological observation when he returns from court pending an SRA. He's placed on psychological observation at 6 p.m. Logbooks reflect he was asking IC about how life is in general population and the crazy things he has seen as an IC about prison life, sleeping, pacing. 7/9/19, suicide risk assessments. Okay, so SRA, placement on psych obs after court proceeding as a precautionary SRA. No mental health history, no substance abuse history, no suicide history, no suicidal thoughts. Clear mental status, denies suicidality. Future oriented, wants to make phone calls and speak with his lawyer, enjoys life, learning and teaching, has a business in the community. Spoke with about being a mathematician and about his postgraduate studies, good sense of humor, and no acute SXs. I don't know what that means. Was eating when I arrived, cereal. His logbook was not significant for any symptoms. Recommended that he remain on psychological observation pending a suitable housing arrangement. This writer spent 45 minutes interviewing him. Logbook, he leaves for his legal visit at 8:20, returns at 2 p.m., and eats as well as goes to medical. Leaves again around 3 p.m. and returns to cell around 8 p.m. from attorney visit. Talks to companion about the escort business and how to handle prison, about celebrities he knows, about prison food. 17 of 19, psychological observation contact. Remained on PsyObs pending suitable housing placement with a cellmate. Indicated he did not like SHU because he is not comfortable there and said he wanted to be single celled. He expressed numerous needs, colace instead of Dulcolax, being able to walk around, no orange uniform, phone call, shower and towel, placement on the cadre unit, paper, pen, and property. Logbook indicated he has been eating, sleeping, and interacting with companions. Went to his legal visit, looking forward to bail hearing, realizes he will be here for a couple of weeks. Even if he gets bail, inmate Epstein is to return to SHU with cellmate. This is documented. 7/11 of 19, redacted, psychological observation follow-up. Saw him in attorney conference area. He listed numerous concerns related to his confinement, including receiving his property, feeling cold in his cell and not getting colace, not having enough water in the attorney conference area, and desire for more recreation, dislike of orange jumper, and wanted brown one. This writer told him she would address in the SHU meeting. I did not put in clinical note, but it is worth noting he was kind of mocking me in the attorney conference area about being placed on watch. He was smirking and said, "Why would you ever think I would be suicidal? I'm not suicidal, and I would never be." He said in front of his attorney, the Palm Beach one. 7/18 of 19, redacted attempted SHU review, but he was in legal visit. Something right here has been redacted. This has all been redacted in post-suicide watch. Recently was denied bail. Eating and drinking, and that waking up to hear himself snore up on a stretcher. Epstein adamantly denied suicidality. Lots to do for legal case. Wonderful life. Interesting people and projects in life. It would be crazy to take my life. I would not do that to myself. He did not feeling. He did not report, or he did report feeling depressed and unhappy with the situation. He reported he slept well last night and was future oriented. Talked to companions about having taught math and physics, and has been eating, sleeping, drinking. He wanted hygiene products and to shower. Logbook talked about jail to IC, sleeping, brushed his teeth, drinking, goes to legal visit all morning, discussing investment strategies, inmate safety and prison adjustment with the IC. He washes his face, rests, and sleeps. 725 of 19, psychological observation contact, smiled, welcome back, good spirits. Something's been redacted here. It says reported being unhappy with Shu due to the restrictions and noise, and he said his requests have not been granted for phone calls and recreation. He's unhappy that he's not taken to the bathroom enough during attorney conference visits, denied suicidality, stated he's too invested in case to fight it, and I have a life and I want to go back living my life. No acute mental health symptoms were noted. Logbook, he's been eating, drinking, and sleeping. Also showers, brushes teeth, and goes to legal visits. Talks to IC about business and investing. Uh, let's see, life lessons, and tells IC he does not want to go to SHU in lieu of GP and wants to know about the conditions of various housing units. A redacted psychological observation contact, smiling and cracking some jokes, disappointed in writer that his various requests in the prison have not been adhered to. I have to trust you if you want to trust me. He elucidated many complaints with legal visiting procedures, his constipation, medication, and conditions of SHU confinement and prison restrictions. Redacted. He denied any symptoms of psychosis, depression, or anxiety, denied suicidality. He stated he would never harm himself as he wants to be alive to fight his legal case and go back to live his life. He remarked he's a coward. I am Jewish. He said he does not like pain or never attempt to harm himself. Logbook, sleeping, talks to IC about BOP or Board of Prisons policy, including phone visits and usage. Talks to IC about business and investing, life lessons, and tells IC he does not want to go to SHU in lieu of GP and wants to know about the conditions of various housing units. 727 and 19, psychological observation contact. He ate, drank, went to legal visit, and interacted with the inmate companions, talking about business and investing topics. Reported good support from friends and lawyers. Denied mental health, something SX's or suicidality. Said he felt dehydrated and medical was notified. Provided with self-help handouts. Logbook, eating, sleeping, sitting on bed, legal visit, asking for toilet tissue, talking about life in GP. 728 of 19, psychological observation contact. Note he is in attorney visits 12 hours a day. Logs indicate he speaks about life in general population. Reported his right arm felt numb and has been seen by medical. Flushing of the toilet in his cell was aversive. Told writer maybe he has autism because sounds and noises are aversive to him, like the Rain Man. Mildly anxious mood, provided with turning point handouts and supportive interventions. Eating when in the cell, but otherwise eating in attorney conference. Logbook, upset about nonstop flushing of toilet, goes to legal visit most of the day, talks to IC later about who is best cook on 11th N. Investments, driving a taxi in New York, and sleeping. 729 of 19, redacted. Psychological observation contact. Continues to report no memory of the event which led up to him being placed on SW Psych Ops. He requested to stay on psychological observation another day so that he could get a good night's sleep. No mental health, SX is whatever that is, or suicidality was reported or noted. He ate and has been attending legal visits. Where did it go? Hold on. Okay. Wanted to remain on psychological observation because it is more comfortable and not noisy like Shu. It was explained that psychological observation cannot be continued long term for the purposes of being more comfortable, and that the purpose of psychops is to stabilize mental health problems. His only concerns are getting his various needs met in the prison, including more phone calls, recreation, and being placed in a comfortable and safe place. He was informed he would be housed in a safe situation in the Shu. Logbooks, showers, eats, writes in notepad, drinks water, legal visit, talks to IC about investment options, his jail appeal, sleeps. 7:30 of 19, psychological observation, contact, and discontinuation. Waiting to go to Shu to get CPAP machine as he did not sleep well without it. Says Shu is noisy and he's concerned about sleeping well there. And he said he did not get one of his medications yet that day. He ate meals, drank liquids, showered, no mental health, SXs, whatever that is, no suicidality, Shu, something informed inmate Epstein needs to be housed with an appropriate cellmate within Shu, or while in Shu, followed up with an email. Inmate remained on observation until brought to his attorney conference visit. Logbook, sleeping, eats, breakfast, talks about jail life, taken off of psychological observation status at 8:15 a.m., goes to his legal visit and later to Shu. 7:31 of 19, psychological observation follow-up session, denied suicidality, no mental health, I don't know what that SXs means, slept well and was getting reading for a court, I guess ready maybe for a court hearing, reported getting along with cellmate and Shu. 8:1 of 19, SRA was conducted. Court sent a form, suicidal tendencies, denied any suicidality, friends and lawyers supportive, Jewish against his religion. All this is redacted. His cellmate is talkative, but he will give it a chance. Noisy in Shu. He lives for fighting this case and going back to his normal life. 8 of 19, for a follow-up session to assess adjustment in Shu, no acute symptoms, distress, or mental health concerns, denied suicidality, some concerns with sleep, happy he received his PAC number to make phone calls, and requested to speak with someone without being on a speakerphone, wanting his books he left in the suicide watch area, interacting and getting along with his cellmate, and getting ready of this attorney visit. 8:10:19, found unresponsive and hanging in Shu at 6:30 a.m., 10 days after his removal of constant observation. So make of it what you will. I still don't necessarily believe it was